sketchy things on the channel. This is up there.
You didn't make it, right?
Listen, you're pouring salt on the wound. It's too soon, girlfriend. Too soon. Welcome to Autocross Day, baby. Yeah. We're gonna break something. But before we do that, thank you for joining us on this wonderful, wonderful Texas morning. Price, are we ready to go racing? Let's do it. Dude, I was just telling them we're gonna break something.
We're gonna race, but
it's all in the spirit of racing.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Last night we spent a long time going over the car, making sure everything looks good. I'm really just concerned about ball joints. I think we're gonna be fine. Knock on wood. Now listen, I was just joking around about breaking something. However, the Mustang, yeah, it took it a little too seriously. As you can see, we didn't even make it. So we went to the gas station. I forgot my wallet, so we had to come back, try to turn the AC on. Our cooling fan went out. It's gonna be 103 degrees today. There's no way we can drive this thing without a cooling fan. It's not possible. AC on or off, we just can't do it. So we're gonna remove the cooling fan really quick just to kind of try to see if that really is the culprit. The wires for my fan controller, you can see, are all melted. They were smoking all along here, and the fan right there, not spinning. We can barely even move this sucker by hand, so I'm pretty sure the motor just burned up. We're gonna take it out though, see what we can do. Unfortunately, our hopes for Autocross today, it's not looking good. That just keeps getting better and better. Upon further inspection, the cooling fan is not the issue. If you look at the radiator, which you can kind of see, it flares out in the bottom down there. It doesn't do that on this side, and that's because we've got some not good damage. This bracket is where the radiator sits. You can see right here where it's crumpled away. At some point in this car's life, somebody hit something really hard right there and caused it to bend. That damage is causing the radiator to bend, which is causing the cooling fan to sit in there at an angle, which is causing it to rub against the fan shroud. Everything works except for the frame. We've done a lot of sketchy things on the channel. This is up there. So here's the plan. We've got that doohickey doing that thing. We hooked it to the big old concrete pole. We're gonna try to bend that thing back out. Odds of success, I ain't putting them very high, but we're gonna try anyway.
that might did it.
No way. I don't know. Still curved down under there.
That is. Here you go. Give a little more beans.
Try it one more time.
Moved a little.
Oh, that's money, I think.
Yeah, I think that's good right there.
Not gonna lie, kind of impressed by the progress we've made. It's a lot better. It's still not perfect. We're gonna try it again. I am a little bit surprised this worked as well as it did. Look at that. It's almost like the other side. You see the non-damaged side is just fine. Now though, the radiator is not near as bent. And because of that, our cooling fan can move again. So we should be in good shape. So the cooling fan is still not happy. The problem is now the blades are a little warped because they've been bent for so long, and now it's straight and it's not perfect, but the cooling fan is working.
Yeah,
That's all that matters. It makes a good noise, but it's working. There's a chance we might still be able to make autocross. It's 9 o'clock right now. Registration ended at 9, but maybe we can get there late and still race. We're gonna try. The car is maybe good to go. We missed registration, unfortunately. We're still gonna go watch some races though. I've never been to an autocross, so this is really a new experience for me.
first experience.
I didn't expect the boat to move on land like that. I had no idea.
Well, calm down, calm down.
God almighty.
The boat made it though. He didn't make it, right?
Listen, you're pouring salt on the wound. It's too soon, brother, man.
you didn't
Too
make
soon.
I heard what you guys did to fix it, which is pretty.
How did you do?
That's pretty eye-opening stuff.
There's a few words to describe that. Smart is not among any of those words. If y'all haven't checked out Torado Racing, look at the Challenger. Y'all saw what it just did.
Look at that.
Insane, insane. Well, as I suspected, we go to an autocross event. I get to ride along, and now all I want to do is autocross. Yeah, maybe we can ride them. Next time, don't worry, we're gonna have the Mustang running in time so we can make tech, and run it. We won't compete with the Challenger, obviously, but it'll be fun. One thing's for sure, if we were to race, we'd have been the fastest Mustang. Actually, no. No, there's another one. Yep. We'd have been the fastest earlier than 2010 Mustang. It's gotta be worth something. After watching this though and experiencing, we're definitely gonna be doing an autocross though. Oh, for sure. Just a matter of when. Got to. Some Mustang fam out here. That green Mustang though, this thing is absolutely insane. And that blue Corvette, Mr. Price is going for a ride. The thing is bonkers.
Gosh, that thing's fast, dude. Are you ready for that?
I believe in you, 100%. Now talk about a true legend, the Viper out here. Yes, sir.
Let's go. This thing is so insane. He's been doing it for a few years though.
It's my turn. We're gonna go for a ride. This thing finished 2-3 seconds faster than the Challenger, which I can't even believe.
How's a second faster than me? Did it feel? Did it look like it?
It felt, we were scooting, my boy. We were scooting. So autocross, yeah, definitely a new experience for me. We're gonna be spending way too much money on the Mustang because after going for a ride and the Torado Racing wide body Challenger, dude, you've built a monster.
Dude,
I cannot believe it. That is a beast. So wide body race stuff, what do you got done to it, bro?
So I started life as a 2009 Challenger SRT8. My wife bought me this car when I was overseas. It was a surprise. She knew it was my dream car, Hemi orange with a sunroof. And I came home and there it was. I really like old school like muscle cars. So I cammed it like strictly for the sound. I just wanted the chop. Like I was that guy. And we just used to use the car on the weekends and like go out and get ice cream, go to the movies, stuff like that. And then in like 2017, 18, I wanted to like get more use out of the car. And I used to drag race it a lot. But Hellcats and Demons came out. And I was like, well, if I want to be a fast drag racer in a Mopar, like I might as well just buy one of those. So I was like, what can I do with a car that's completely different and autocross and road racing? So that's what I built the car to do.
If you don't know, Challengers are not light. Like my Mustang is 3,000 pounds and that is what, 40?
It's like 45 or 48. Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
I never expected. The Corvette we get to ride in, I expected it to be fast. That though, Did not expect it at all.
All right, now give us the rundown. What makes a 4,500-pound Challenger move like this one does?
All right, let me pull out my PDF because it's pretty long. I built this car actually when I was in college, so it was a budget build. I left the military, went to school, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money making this car do what it does now. So I put out of the box BC racing coilovers, and I put a harness bar, and I put some racing seats in it. And that was kind of like the first setup of the car, and a Dodge rear seat delete. So it looked nice, and I took out all the extra weight in the back seat because nobody was sitting back there. As I kept driving it, I realized like this car needs way more tire. The front end plows really bad, so you go into a turn and it just keeps going straight. So what I decided to do was like, well, I want to wide body it, and I just didn't know how to go about it. So one day I was looking at a Demon, like literally at a car show, and I was like, I need to go wide body. That's why they did this. So I sourced Dodge Demon wheels, and at first I did an aftermarket wide body kit, which was actually a little wider than the OEM stuff, and that's how I got 315s in the front, 315s in the back on an 18x11 wheel, and it clears the factory Brembo. So there's no problems with the wheel clearing the brakes or the upper control arms or the knuckles or anything like that. And then from there I added upper control arms for negative camber, a front sway bar to stiffen it up, and I ditched the harness bar and I put a 6-point roll cage. So the car's unibody, so they twist a lot, and with the roll cage it helps really just tie everything together.
There's no denying the exterior looks super sick, but the interior is not without its fair share of modifications. Dude, what all do you got done in there?
Dude, the inside is my favorite. I'm about to drop my link in here, right? Status
Send
Racing,
it,
baby. So I got these Status Racing. So funny story is they picked me up as a partner with them, and they wanted to put their new certified racing bucket seat, and they're actually wider, right? So they were like, hey, like, do you want to use these? And I was like, absolutely, because I was tired of my legs flailing around on the inside when I was racing. And you can customize them. So that's why they match the car perfectly. For the steering wheel, it's a forged carbon fiber with orange stitching, so everything matches perfectly. And of course the roll cage, but that's not really a comfort point or anything, but it looks pretty rad.
We're talking about getting new seats for mine. I know we have Mach 1 seats in it right now, not very performance oriented. After riding in the Status seats, yeah, we might be doing that.
When you talk about Mopar and Challengers, it's all about power, baby. What do you got done? What's going on under there?
All right, so it's the original SRT8. A lot of people don't know this and they think I'm lying, but it's a 6.1 Hemi. So the original SRT8s were 6.1 Hemis and not 6.4s. So 6.1 Hemi from factory came with an aluminum high-rise intake, forged crankshaft, and oil squirters underneath the pistons to keep them nice and cool. I added a mild camshaft, forged bush rods, Hellcat lifters, new oil pump, oil catch can, the carbon fiber intake, long tube headers that are titanium ceramic coated, no cats, X-pipe, and a catback exhaust. It actually only makes 400 wheel horsepower, but the car has never given me a problem. That motor has been stout, and I've been running this car hard for about 4 years now, and all I do is change the fluids, the spark plugs, and the car just keeps running. So there's really, I just like the way it runs. As you saw out there, we can still kick it out when you start flooring it, so it's still, either we need more tire, and then once we get more tire, we can do more power. But that's pretty much the engine and drivetrain.
Heck yeah, this thing is super, super awesome.
Brian, man, I can't thank you enough. That was
incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to do it again.
Oh, you already know.
You gotta admit, Brian's Challenger is so sick. It was incredible riding in it. I can't wait for the next one. Till then, see you, dude. Yes, sir. Even though we didn't get to do autocross, at least we have that, right? Autocross was an absolute blast, even though we didn't get to. In 2 weeks, though, there's another one. We might try to go to it. Maybe even bring the mom car out, the old Lincoln.
Do a Mustang versus Lincoln thing.
I like it. We're gonna lose because the Lincoln has Magnaride suspension. We have no sponges. Yeah. Huge shout out to Brian from Torado Racing. You, sir, are a legend. There's a link down to his channel below. Make sure you go check it out. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss other content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. With that, though, make sure you're keeping it classy when you're out there changing the world. Bryce, thank you for all your help this weekend. If you haven't checked out the truck bed pool video also, it's up there. Go check it out. Till next time, y'all take it easy. Take care, and I will catch y'all really, really soon.
Hell yeah.
How's the song go? One turn at a time, it didn't cost me a dime.